This is the new TC Pride Podcast, Episode 72, Part 2 of on-location coverage of the 2017 Golden Valley Pride Festival. Happy Pride 2017. We're on location at Golden Valley Pride. I'm here with one of the folks at the festival. Can you please introduce yourself?
Sure, I'm Luke Weisberg, the Golden Valley Community Foundation. We're a community foundation that supports this festival and the Art and Music Festival and Market in the Valley, a bunch of other efforts in Golden Valley. We also do some grant making and fundraising for other initiatives in the city.
And so for folks that aren't familiar with the Arts and Music Festival, what can you tell them about that?
It's a great community gathering, happens this year on September 16th, and we'll have food trucks and delicious beer and fabulous art for sale and some art to make and family-friendly activities throughout the day and a parade as well.
Sounds like fun. How can people get involved or support the work you're doing?
They can check us out on the web at Golden Valley. It's actually gvcfoundation.org or come to one of our events and sign up. Thanks.
Jennifer Richmond.
And you're in charge of part of the festivities at Pride this year.
That is correct. I am carrying the big trans pride flag for the opening ceremonies.
And there was actually kind of a story behind it, kind of how that all kind of came about.
It is. I have a trans pride flag that I hung at my house. It's been up the entire month of June, and it's gotten notice.
And you said that there was, in fact, it impacted someone like specifically, right?
It did. I found a note in my mailbox the other day from a community member. And it was a person that posted a note that said, thank you for flying your trans pride flag. I'm a closeted trans person, and you're giving me the courage to become myself.
That is awesome. And so tell me about the big trans flag. This is going to be a new thing at the parade this year, I think, right?
Correct. Dot Metzler reached out to me once she seen my trans pride flag flying from my house and asked me if I'd volunteer to help carry the flag and asked me if I could recruit some members. And I think we have a good contingent of people that'll be out there for it.
Great. Well, thank you very much for volunteering to do that, and I'm sure we'll see you around again. Thank you very much for your story, and happy Pride.
Sounds great. Thank you very much.
I'm Helene Johnson. I facilitate a group called Global Golden Valley. We were formed to focus on the cultures that are in our city. We have 10% of our residents are foreign-born, and we don't take advantage of what they have to share without an organization like this. Plus, we connect them with people who are interested in learning about them or their cultures or who have a very great interest in travel and want to share theirs. So it's the Golden Valley Foundation. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Jillian Rosenquist, and I'm the president of the Golden Valley chapter of the League of Women Voters. The Golden Valley chapter of the League of Women Voters is part of the national organization which grew out of the women's suffrage movement. And the Women's Suffrage Association turned into the League of Women Voters. And for over 100 years, we have been around promoting civic participation and democracy.
And what are you up to at the festival today? It looks like you're doing that very thing.
We are. We're promoting some of our civic engagement activities. We are also letting people know about how they can register to vote when their local elections are, because we believe it's really important for all citizens to be involved in democracy and the democratic process.
And people probably realize from this last time around, voting does matter.
Voting is essential, and especially in communities like Golden Valley, which we're older and are certainly changing very quickly. We want our new residents to know where they vote, who they can vote for, who their representatives are, where to go to find out information, who their leaders are, and all those kinds of things. And we want everybody to participate and have the fullest rights possible in our democracy. Please check out our Facebook page. We are just League of Women Voters Golden Valley. Thank you very much. We're thrilled to be here.
My name's Grace, and I work at the Annex Teen Clinic. So the Annex Teen Clinic is a reproductive health clinic that provides services for youth up to the age of 25. So it's supposed to be and developed to be a non-judgmental space for those individuals to seek STI testing, pregnancy testing, birth control methods, and other kind of education in sexuality resources. We are handing out some buttons that we made. We have some STI Jeopardy. We've got color-changing pencils and just kind of interacting and getting to know everybody around.
And how does it feel to be here with all these people celebrating Pride today?
Really great, because the storm was terrifying this morning. The sky was green. I was like, no one is going to be here. So I've actually been really pleasantly surprised about the energy and everybody that's kind of around today, because I was a little hesitant and nervous at first, but the turnout's great. So we have annexteenclinic.org. So definitely just check out the website, email us. We accept volunteers, or we do community education in the schools. So just hit us up.
Hi, I'm Dr. Erin Luxemburg. I'm here with the HCMC Golden Valley Clinic. Well, I want everyone to know that we are here and located in Golden Valley, and we're serving the entire community. We have many subspecialties working there: cardiology, allergy, and dermatology, which is what I'm with. Here we're allowing people to come over, spin the wheel. Each number on the wheel is associated with a question. They are then asked the question, and if they get it right, or even if they get it wrong, they win a prize. Our prizes consist of sunscreen, chapstick, and Band-Aids.
All important stuff.
Very much so. The hcmc.org can give us more information about the clinic, or even just stopping by.
Hi, I'm Gwen Rouleau. I'm here with Valley Community Presbyterian Church. Our church is located on Lilac Drive in Golden Valley, kind of behind Cub Foods in that general area, and we are an open, welcoming church. We are open to anyone who comes who seeks God or just seeks to be welcomed into a community. We do a lot of work today at our booth. We are collecting quarters because it takes about a quarter to do a load of laundry. So we help to support Clear Housing for folks who have HIV. So we're collecting quarters there, and we're giving out some flashlights for kids or adults who would like to light the way. We're just happy to be here to really demonstrate our love for whoever you are. We welcome you to come into our community.
Yeah, and how does it feel to be here with all these awesome people celebrating Pride today?
Oh my God, it is awesome energy. I just love it.
Well, thank you very much, and good luck with everything you're doing.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
I'm Elaine Wynn, and I'm here talking for one of our favorite organizations, the Sweet Potato Comfort Pie. Every year on Martin Luther King Day or right around there, a bunch of us get together at a local kitchen at a church, and we bake the number of pies that it would be Martin Luther King's birthday. And so we got, I think we're 89 now, but our leader, founder, Rose McGee, has been on many different TV, radio, even national radio, TV. When things happened in Ferguson, Missouri, she said, what can I do? And she thought, I can bake some pies. I can take them to the family. And that's what started it. And so we take one or two pies, each of us, and we go out and give them to somebody who needs comfort. You can go to our website. It's SPCP, or Sweet Potato Comfort Pie. We are also on Facebook, and you can give your email address, and we'll get a hold of you just once when we're going to bake the pies. Thank you.
Hey, I'm Chuck Peterson, Executive Director of Claire Housing in Minneapolis.
And Claire Housing was actually just recognized by Twin Cities Pride for a special award.
We're honored to be one of the community champions of Pride this year at the Pride Festival, and one of the organizations. We've been around for 30 years doing affordable housing for people with HIV, and it's great, really honored to get this award.
So we talked to a few folks from the organization sort of in the course of doing the podcast, but for people who might not be familiar, can you tell people a little bit about some of the services you provide to the community?
Sure. So we do, our primary function is housing, and we provide supportive services around people to be able to keep them stably housed and to achieve positive HIV health outcomes like undetectable viral loads, which, as you know, when somebody has an undetectable viral load, they're far less likely to transmit the virus to someone else if they engage in a behavior that might transmit HIV between two people. So been around 30 years. Our roots are in end-of-life care, and now we're providing affordable housing and supportive services.
Also wanted to mention the Twin Cities Pride podcast, we were also at the Quorum event, and this is a big year for you. You're racking up all kinds of recognition. Did you want to talk about that?
Yeah, that was really cool as well, to be recognized by the business community here in the Twin Cities and to have that level of support as well. It was really an honor to receive that award too.
So you've really been getting the word out there. How can people find out more information or maybe get involved?
Yep, www.clairehousing.org, and we're also on Facebook and on Twitter.
Thanks a lot, Chuck. I'm sure we'll talk again soon.
Great, thank you.
My name is Anna Vasquez.
Madison.
Well, actually, I'm not just... I just have a bunch of rainbow stickers that I have on from other booths. And
I just really love rainbows. It's my favorite color, so I got to rock them all the time and as much as possible. Not just here, but anytime.
So how does it feel to be here celebrating Pride with all these people in Golden Valley today?
It's actually quite pretty surprising because you usually don't see that much, that many families around. It's very family oriented. That's what I like about Golden Valley. So,
yeah, it's really nice here. It's smaller, but it's not as crowded as other ones. But it's really, really nice, and the weather's pretty nice, even though it's cloudy. But I really like it here.
And so one of the questions we've been asking folks on the podcast is what does pride mean to you? So can one of you tell me just kind of what pride means to you?
It means just being proud of who you are and what you can do in anything. It doesn't have to be just LGBTQ. It can be whoever, whatever you want to be. And if that's LGBTQ, then awesome. That's just pride. Like, wear it loud and proud.
What about you? What does pride mean to you?
It's just being basically, like she said, who you are, who you want to be, without any judgment. It's basically who you've been, since birth. So it's kind of like an atmosphere where everybody's accepted, no matter the background.
Happy Pride!
Hi, my name is Ann Deisty. I'm a volunteer with the Human Rights Campaign. So HRC is the largest LGBTQ civil rights organization in the country, and so we're really just out here to educate people on the organization, sign people up as members, hand out literature, free stickers, free swag, that kind of thing. Yeah, we've got hats, we've got T-shirts, we've got tote bags, like I said, stickers. The keychains went first, so for people that showed up late to the festival, you weren't able to get your keychain, but yeah, lots of good things, and just excited to be here.
Now, we're looking forward to doing an episode exclusively about HRC at some point, so hopefully we can do that. You've got a big event coming up in a few months, right?
We do, yeah. So our annual gala, it's our biggest fundraiser of the year. So every year in the Twin Cities, we do this in the fall. Lots of corporate sponsors, lots of small businesses, people in the community. This year it's going to be September 16th back at the Minneapolis Convention Center. Yeah, hrc.org. So we've got our own Minnesota page. So if you're looking to volunteer, get active in the local steering committee, that's the best place to go. Thank you. Happy Pride.
My name is Lucas Zucker, and I'm with the Metropolitan Area Agency on Aging.
So that's kind of a long name. Tell me a little bit about the organization.
Yes, also MAAA is what we call it. So we are a metro area nonprofit. We are based in North St. Paul, and we help to assist seniors to age well in their communities.
And everybody ages, right? So this is something that everybody should be concerned about.
Yes, and caregivers, that is something also that we are able to assist with, and we need to support people who are helping our seniors. So here we are distributing some brochures. We have a prize wheel that has been quite the draw here.
People love prize wheels.
They do. So I am all out now of the Senior Linkage Line pill boxes.
So it was popular.
It was. But I do still have the Senior Linkage Line magnetic chip clip. The Senior Linkage Line is 1-800-333-2433. Thank you.
So this morning we were at the Interfaith Church service, and I'm here with one of the participants in the service. Can you please introduce yourself?
I'm Ron Jokey from St. Joan of Arc Catholic Community in Minneapolis, actually, but we consider Minneapolis, today it's a suburb of Golden Valley. Yeah, St. Joan of Arc is a welcoming Catholic community. We have had a gay presence at St. Joan of Arc for the last 30 years, and the group is active in many ways, a very social justice-oriented parish. We also, this year, are going to be in the Pride Parade and at the Twin Cities Festival in Loring Park. So we're looking to have that. We also have a Pride prayer service. We welcome people to come to that. Music provided by Ann Reed, one of our fine musicians locally.
So in many Christian traditions, there's a part of each service where you kind of join in prayer, and it's sometimes called prayers of the people or prayers of the faithful. So what were some of the things you were sort of in charge of that part of the service today? What were some of the things that you mentioned? Can you tell me a little bit about that part of the service?
Yeah, we began with remembering a year ago the Orlando massacre. That was something that happened. It happened the evening of, or the morning of, actually, our first Golden Valley Pride Festival a year ago. So it impacted us greatly, and we wanted to remember that, to remember all the people who died and were wounded at that particular occasion. We also lifted in prayer many of the needs of our community, our LGBTQ community, but the broader church too, because we're all brothers and sisters together. And in the interfaith service, to have people of many different faith traditions, including a Jewish member and others from both Protestant and Catholic traditions, was rich, and we prayed for all of our needs.
And it sounded like there was a common thread between, like, there was the Jewish tradition, the Protestant, the Catholic. There was a common thread of social justice and making sure that those among us that maybe haven't experienced justice are treated with dignity and respect and receive the justice they deserve.
Oh, absolutely. So part of the prayers are always for those who experience bullying, oppression by governments or faith traditions that not only are not welcoming, but actually are in many ways harmful or seek to limit the rights of people of LGBT backgrounds. And so those kinds of prayers always become very special at this time, and we try to be as inclusive of all people's prayers and needs as possible. And in the service, we also had a mixed chorus of several different faith traditions, and we all sang along. There were ministers from various traditions doing parts of the service, preaching, and also lifting the prayers of all of us there. Thank you.
The TC Pride Podcast is a production of Podletter Media and Twin Cities Pride. Subscribe now on iTunes, on Android, or by email at tcpridepodcast.org. Get above the noise by raising your voice. Podletter Media turns your email newsletter, blog, or video content into a more powerful, more personal, more intimate, on-demand listening experience. Your podcast, your story, your voice. Simplified, amplified. Learn more now at podletter.com.